Street Talk Sports. How y'all doing today? Like and subscribe for me. Share the video. So man, internet going crazy berserko, man. So they just announced that it wasn't just, but a while ago they announced that hey, the guy Deshaun Watson, he's the starter. Which I've been saying that for a while. We thought it was. We thought it maybe had switched up, here lately, but it was always this chance. It was always a good chance, that he was going to start. You know what I'm saying? We kind of seen the writing on the wall, if you want to say. Most people could see it, could kind of feel it, and knew it was going to happen. But, like I say, you can't get down on it, man. You can't, you can't look like, hey, it's the worst thing ever, because it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like Todd Monken tried, in so many words say, it's for the first game. They feel like he gives the best chance for the first game. Now, after that, they going to kind of see, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I've been saying it. I think the first two games, he's going to have to prove it. If he doesn't, I really think Shador comes in. I mean, if he's playing decent, maybe not, but if he's just, sucking it up, they're going to put Shador in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people upset, man, but you can't really be upset. Like, they did what they did. But me personally, now, I had a chance to look at it all day, look at different things or whatever, listen to people. I really feel like, you know, because just think about it. Okay. So Deshaun Watson, you know, I think it's his confidence for one. Let's start there with Deshaun Watson's confidence, right? I remember when they played Chicago after they finished that preseason game. A reporter asked Deshaun Watson, "Do you think you did enough to earn the starting job?" He said, "No." He said, I don't know. I don't know if I did, if I did." See, that's the kind of thing a starter and a true, you know, person with confidence, player with confidence, he would say, yeah, hey man, I feel like I did enough. I feel like I'm the guy. I feel like I can be this or that or whatever, confident like that. But that same thing, you see it on the field like that. You just don't see him confident. He just does not look like a confident player. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's all mental. Because, he said something about, how he felt like when he was in Houston, he felt like, he was a guy in the community on the field, everywhere. Same thing at Clemson. So, you know, and once all those allegations hit, he went through all that. Like I said, way long time ago. Hey man, that's very hard to overcome, when people are looking at you a certain kind of way. And I think all this have played on him, you know what I'm saying? And that's why he's not playing with confidence. And of course, he ain't played in a while also, coming back from the injuries. But I think it's on the field, his confidence, I don't think it's there. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's going to show up really quick once he get in a game and somebody can scheme for him, somebody can take things away from him. I think it will show then, because they're going to take those out routes and those little things away, those little curls. They're going to take all that stuff away. They're going to dare him to go downfield. That's what they're going to do. Point blank, period. Now, whether he can do it or not, we wait to see. He says a lot of things him and Monken has talked about and spoke on, and like different things for his talent to bring out. So we gonna see. We gonna see. I'm not gonna be, down on it, like that or whatever, because I know two is over there waiting. And hey, he's just gonna sit there and get better. So I don't like it. Me personally, I don't like it. I do feel like that they should gave him the rings and just let him run with the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like that. But hey, you know, I'm not the coach or whatever, because if you think about it, just looking at how everything played out from the OTAs, the off season, everything, right? Just think about it. If you watch all those practices and all those different things, now take in mind, we're not listening to the cadence and knowing how smooth it is and how loud and how whatever, we're not hearing none of that. We're looking at just a play. If you're looking at just a play, hands down, Shador Sanders outplayed him. So, and the way I'm looking at it, he's got the bigger upside. He's a younger guy. To me, I'm starting to feel like there was nothing he was going to be able to do. I mean, to change what they had said, because going back to what Deshaun Watson said, hey man, he had spoke with someone and they had already assured him that they was going to give him a shot. So I think all along they've been making Shador come along, They've been making him get better, and grooming him or whatever to be the guy, and maybe not just right now. If Deshaun Watson can take and play halfway good, I think it's been all set up like that. That's what it looks like because if you look at the play, man, Shador have to be dirt awful with the cadence, not for them to go with him. He would have to be dirt awful. That would the only thing that would make sense. And we know he's not there. He's too intelligent. He's too smart. So we know he's not there. So to me, this was set up, with the owner, Jim Haslam, and they told Watson, hey, we're going to give you a shot. You get better, you stay cool, stay out of the way. We're going to give you a shot. And that's what they're doing because otherwise it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't make sense. He's so close or beyond Watson, it doesn't even make sense. But, I'm gonna believe that because that to me, that kind of makes sense, right? They was going to do this all the time. There was nothing that he could do to overthrow him, really. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they pushing Shador. He's getting better. So when it falls and when it goes under, I think he's going to step in and he's going to shine. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I understand that cadence, man, but Jesus Christ, I mean, what's more important that happens before the play? I mean, before that ball is hiked or afterwards? Now, you could, as we see, they're saying that his Deshaun Watson cadence is good. He's smoother, he's louder, he's quick, whatever, right? It's better. But what is he doing afterwards? I don't see too much. Okay, you say Shador. You say his is behind a little bit. Okay, but what is he doing after he hiked the ball? After they hiked the ball. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's night and day. He's playing way better. So I don't see how that's that big of a deal. I think it's more so they were just going to get his man a shot no matter what happened. That's the only thing that makes sense. No matter what happened, they was going to give Deshaun Watson his shot, which is a bunch of bullcrap because now you done took us all through all this, the competition and all this, and it ain't been shit. Street talk. But hey, we're not the coach. We're not the GM. We're not the owner. So all we can do is sit back and wait and see how it play out. And like I say, I don't wish bad on Deshaun Watson. If he gets out there and he does his thing, he shine, hey, man, two going to sit right over on the sideline until his time to shine. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's all we can hope for. So my point, and you know what? Kurt Warner even said it, he said, Kurt Warner said the players really know who's what and who's the guy, right? They know that. So, and normally they do, you know what I'm saying? But he also said that he thought that they will give, that because Deshaun Watson, was the veteran, he thought that this is why they could be giving him, that chance. And it's easier, he was saying it's easier to go from Deshaun to Shador. You know what I'm saying? As far as the starter, it'd be harder to go from the young guy to the older guy if Shador didn't work out. So he felt like it should be, he felt like it would be easier. But he also said that if it was him, he would have just let Shador take it from day one and just let him grow and learn. Let him do it. He said he believed he's that good. He would just let him take it just like that. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of understand why they doing it. But if it was him, he said he would have let Shador take it from the word go and just let him go with it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, like I say, we're not the coach, the GM, or the owner. So hey, it's on them. But I really feel like that this was all planned before the so-called competition. You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense, But hey, we're going to see. We're going to see. And I know a lot of people are upset. I mean, like I say, man, just don't even be upset with it because you can't really do nothing. We can only sit here and watch and wait and see what happens. But from what it looks like, man, Deshaun is not confident back there. And the fans are still not going to. He got on there. He apologized and he tried to say whatever. I get that. But this thing is long brewing from, a couple years back. So it's going to take more than that. That's not going to be enough. No matter where he goes, they're going to boo him. Now, we have to wait and see. He get to slinging touchdowns all over. It's kind of hard to boo your team if your team is winning and he's showing out. Like Coach Monken said, just go out there and win. You know what I'm saying? So that could calm all this down. We don't know. But they're going to test him because they're going to boo him. No matter where he's at, no matter where he goes, they're going to boo him. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, uh, he just need to show up and show out, you know. Otherwise, two gonna just sit there and keep simmering and keep getting better. And he just gonna be ready, man, because he's already ready, And like I tell people, even if you tell me he's behind some on the cadence, man, by game 4 in the season, he's up to par. He's over the line with that, man, because he learns in the game on the move when the bullets are flying. He's even said that. So if if that was the case, he still would be okay 4th or 5th game. He'll be, I guarantee he would have to be. And I really, honestly, guys, I don't think he's that far behind on that. You cannot make me believe that. You cannot make me believe he grew up in the house with a Hall of Famer, Deion Sanders, and been around all these greats and all this stuff. And he got a problem with the cadence to that degree. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. I'm not going to believe that. No way, no how. He's been there since day one in this camp with this playbook. You know what I'm saying? All this time. The man don't do nothing, don't kick it, drink, smoke, nothing, don't go out partying in the club. Man don't do none of that. No way you are telling me that he's that far behind on a cadence that he shouldn't start over that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's got to be something else. You just cannot tell me that. I don't care what you say. You cannot make me believe that. You know what I'm saying? I watched him since he was in high school. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I don't see it. But anyway, we gonna keep it positive, man, and we gonna follow Coach Monken, and we gonna see. Like I said, Deshaun Watson, hey, you on deck, and we gonna see what's up. Hey, man, you got a bad boy behind you right there, and he ready, and he's straight learning. He gonna be on there. He gonna be rooting for you and everything. I guarantee you, when Deshaun Watson come to the sideline, watch you be sitting there beside him. You know what I'm saying? That's how he is. Watch what Shador do when he come to the sideline, because he's always been that. He's always been that, and he'll be that, this time. So we didn't worry about it, man. But anyway, Street Talk Sports, man. Hey, y'all, like and subscribe the video. I really appreciate it. I like all the people who get in there and interacting with me. I really appreciate it. And like I say, it's gonna get better. We're gonna keep on riding it out. But Street Talk Sports, hey, y'all, we out.